Poems of Narad, from the volume Poems to Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, Volume 1, Part 1. These poems that have come to me, through me, are mostly from the last 25 years, although some had come in the 80s and late 70s. This being yields. Who within this body cries against the world's atrocities? Who counsels me to seek within, to find the cause of life's disease? Who comes in dreams to lessen me, protect me from the enemy, to conquer my desires and fears, and turns me towards divinity? Who guides these hands, this wayward mind, that before the hour I may find what I have sought through endless years, sought and found, though still half blind? Who am the more I must become, though body slows and senses numb, and often feel the hour nears, yet will not yield, though burdensome. This pain that gnaws yet slowly heals. Remembrance through my window steals of brighter days, the light to win, and to her love this being yields. To Mother and Sri Aurobindo. I looked upon the outer sheath I wore, and saw as if in shadow, vaguely dreaming, inconscient parts that now could live no more. For in the night the sacred sun was beaming. Though hard within a seething spectre waits, and works at weaving light engulfing snares, I see beyond his feet the future's gates, her golden form upon the golden stairs. Child of day, who would the dawn behold, of night thy need is ended, light embrace, impassion, fill with truth this mortal mold, and greet the Mother in each form and face. To Sri Aurobindo. However I may meet thee, on any lane or byway, swim the farthest sea, or travel an unknown highway, I'd track the meteor's flight, or walk through darkening night, Lord, again to see thee, thy radiant smile to greet me. And yet, to surrender desire, and turn from the beckoning mire, to tend a still wavering flame, with each conscious breath speak her name. Where can I meet thee, great Sire? If all is not cast in the fire, for thee to remold and inspire, the Godhead to rise from the pyre. Mantra of the Name. On the path that leads my soul to thee, let me not often rest or stray, but plunge into thy sea of love, and never the hand of grace betray. I know that thou hast watched me through the ages of my childhood's flame, and casting on me eyes divine, instilled the mantra of thy name. If by thy force my life might yield to symphonies of light and bliss, receive my homage, Lord of love. Humbly now, thy feet I kiss. Emergence of the soul. Even in my youth's most carefree hours, counsel I sought among the realized few. Drawn to their inner strength and hidden powers, deeply I drank at their wisdom's fount, and drew the sustenance of spirit to survive the arduous emergence of the soul, and its descent into our earthly lives, the promise of a high, unvanquished goal. But desire was too much with me, the subtle I that wraps the world into its packaged view, ego that swallows all God's mystery and thinks itself the knower and the true. As one held under water, I strove to rise, locked in the grip of a fierce and downward force, and struggled with the surface destinies, seeking to find my spirit's rightful course. As I opened to a higher light, a guardian spirit stood shining by my side. I entered a silent room of white on white, and met therein the eternal Lord and Bride. In the Mother's presence, as one who walks into an eye of storm, where all is stilled and every sound suppressed, or in the vast of space devoid of form, who entered in her room was ever blessed. No mortal thought or word could scarce define the magnitude of love in which we stood. For in her presence all became divine, and to the hungry soul she was the food. And to the hungry soul she was the food that nourished the famished lodger in the breast. Adventurer and seeker of the way, whoever travels on forsaking rest, until is found the jewel within the clay. But here was ceased the journey without end, for in her light the passageway made clear, the force bestowed our erring steps to mend, and grace that drove from us the hounds of fear. The centuries shall mark her golden tread upon this green, resilient moat in space. Our lives are joined as by a silver thread, for God's great smile shone through her human face.